And of course, everybody wants to hear about probably the most famous Crip in the world. I don't even think that's an exaggeration.
I gave him that name.
Is that right?
I say he the most famous Crip in the world.
I don't know how he became the most famous Crip in the world. I said this in another interview. I forget who was I chopping it up with. Oh, I was chopping it up with ODM Slim, and I just said I still don't understand the sensation behind Crip Mac. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are trying to tie themselves into C-Mac some kind of way, either react to him,
right.
do a video about him, talk about him, because for whatever reason, and I don't know the reason, I'm still confused on this, but he's a sensation, and I don't know why.
He killing out. You know why?
No, I don't know why.
You don't know why.
I don't understand why he's a sensation. There's so many other Crips and Bloods out here that should be sensations.
All right, listen, this is what I'm saying why he's a sensation.
And he's beating them all.
And listen, we ain't even seeing eye to eye right now, but I still give him his credit. He make diss videos about me, and I'll never diss him. I'll give him his credit. He's the most famous Crip in the world.
Okay, so how did you eventually end up being either on his team or him on your team to where you're managing this dude?
Okay, so he did a deal with CME. CME is Cutthroat Music Entertainment, or Cutthroat Music Empire, or CME Global. He did a deal with them. I didn't know Crip Mac, and I heard he was supposed to be fighting Blueface. So that's when I inserted myself. He's from neighborhood, I'm from neighborhood. So yeah, get him on the phone. I'm gonna train him for this fight. He never boxed before. He's a heavyweight. I took myself from never boxing before to the top of the boxing world. I could take him the same thing. These other trainers can't do it. They ain't fought heavyweight. They ain't trained no heavyweight. They be just popping it. They don't be successful boxers. I'm the one for him, man. We from the same neighborhood. I'm gonna show him from the ground up. Where he at? Get him here. So, we tracked him down and, we linked up. So CME had signed him for whatever they signed him for. I'm not on that contract. But it was like, listen, man, you out there with him there in New York. Hey, man, you can be the manager. Take him around, do what you do, train him, what to do. And that was our relationship. We developed our own relationship. And then he went to jail. Now, since he's been out of jail, he's been saying certain things about his contract with CME. And, he look at me like I am CME, so it's F me too, But he still got to honor that contract, you know what I'm saying? He signed a 5-year deal. And it's just like if, I sign with you, you're going to expect me to do my part. You do your part, do your part. So he don't talk to me because he feel like I'm in cahoots with them. And, when in reality, he was already with them before he met me.
You are rocking the CME gold medallion.
Yeah. I'm loyal to the soil, man. They gave me my first 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Before I made that 250,000 in Germany, they gave me the money. I gave them that money back with some. So, I'm forever indebted with them.
So what kind of agreement did Crip Mac sign with CME?
We signed like an entertainment deal for music, combat sports, all entertainment stuff, social media. The type of 360 deals they do. It covers everything. Well, basically, we're going to blow you up, but since you got so much attention, then we're going to need a little bit of everything around it.
So I'm sure some people told him, hey, man, that was probably not a good contract you signed because you're already blowing up by yourself, right? and these people already, I'm sure, what is it, 15%, 20%, or 30% maybe? I don't know.
Whatever it was, he got a lot of money out of it. And he got upfront money. And he got all the money that was made and some. So he got a sweet deal. And he was dealing with people who got enough money to fund whatever he needed. So let's just say, you make 50,000, right? Okay, and the company gets 20,000, you get 30. He get the whole 50, and you get another 50. So they get nothing. That's the type of relationship, that's the type of good people these were. He said, not only I want my 30, I'm gonna spend your 20, and I need another 50. Take it. And they said, man, fuck that contract. So that's what's going on. It's not like out of the 50, they kept 40, gave him 10, and he's saying, F y'all, I need the other 40. He took the whole 50, took another 50, and said, fuck them.
Okay, well,
but they're the bad guys.
Well, since he signed this agreement, does that mean anything? Let's say Crip Mac makes 100,000 on a boxing fight next week. Part of that money goes to CME, or should go to CME.
It should.
So is CME going to aggressively pursue any financial?
Yes, they're going about the legit way though. Like I say, they sat back, been letting him get his money, and he just been disregarding, his end of the contract. So now the legal part comes in. You know, you start serving papers, start sending out paperwork, you know, cease and desist, serving stuff, you know, notice of breach, you know, it's in default, stuff like that. You know, you got to go through the process. So we'll see how I go.
Now, do you know what was the incident, or what was the situation where he? Well, let me back up a little bit. He signs this agreement and then he goes to prison. How many months was he signed to CME before he ended up going to prison?
I think 2 or 3 months.
So it was a pretty fresh agreement.
Yeah.
So that means you guys are waiting for him to get out of prison, and part of the 5 years that he signed for is at least as part of this prison time where he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets out. You're expecting for him to come back to CME when he gets out.
Yeah.
Does he come back to CME, or did he already turn his back before he got out?
He turned his back before he got out.
Okay, so he never came back to CME.
No.
Okay.
I had to actually tell him that I'm not on your contract. We can still do business to see if we can, you know, get our relationship better, because he's in jail talking bad about me. Mr. Lovejoy is a scammer and da-da-da, but I'm not taking none of that stuff serious. I know I'm not. I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? You know what I'm saying? Is he crying out for help? Why is he talking so bad about when I'm actually the one in jail sending him money, sending his mother money? I got receipts for everything. You know what I'm saying? I've actually gave him money out of my own pocket, you know, thousands out of my own pocket. That's had nothing to do with all his advances he took and all. Had nothing to do with that. It's my own money. You know what I'm saying? And he still telling everyone I'm the bad guy.
Now, did that bad guy's narrative start because you took over his YouTube channel?
I never took over his YouTube channel. He signed all that stuff over to CME. Now, I had access to that channel at some point. I don't have access to it no more. But while he was in jail, I had access to it. And I would use it every now and then to put me on there, talk some shit, to call. When C-Mac called me on live from the jail, I'll keep his name relevant, put him on live and say, Crip Mac going live. I got about 2 videos on that channel. I wasn't just using for me. You know what I'm saying? It don't go to me. It's not even in my name. I got access to it no more.
So what do you think started his dissatisfaction with CME and you while he was in prison?
People in his ear. He got the wrong people in his ear.
Well, you know, Lupe, she sat right here at the table with Spider Loke, and Spider had asked her about management, and because Spider had expressed an interest, like I could work with C-Mac,
right.
But Lupe was like, no, he's already signed with CME. And at that time, I don't know what month this was.
When he was in jail?
This was when he was in jail.
Okay.
So Lupe had already said, no, he signed with CME, and I think she even said during that episode, it's a 5-year deal.
With quite a few people from a manager position, you in a sense will get that type of reputation. The homie ODM Slim definitely has filled that position. There's another cat named Six Hunnet. Does he have official management at this point, or is that an open scenario, or is he riding with one of those individuals right now? I know he cool with ODM or whatever, but is that his official manager, or does he not have official management?
I don't even like. He's signed to a record label and they have management team.
Okay, which label is that?
CME.
Oh, CME.
So I don't. He just tells me, can you do this? Can you help me with that? And I just help him.
So you're doing managerial work, not even being officially a manager.
I don't need that title.
Right.
You know, see each other.
I'm not trying to strike up no controversy, no bullshit, but just from being generally aware, it seemed like there was some ups and downs that didn't quite go right business-wise with the 600 character. That's the only reason I'm familiar with his name, is because it went to the headlines fucking with Mac, and it seemed like it was bad business. Was it really bad business or misunderstandings?
It's a misunderstanding because 600 doesn't really own the label. He's just like A&R. So he's just basically like how I was doing, like just the driver and taking you here and there, taking you to your appointments if you need a ride and stuff like that. You know, I believe when he comes out, it's probably gonna. It can be fixed.
I'll manage him. Just don't sign him away. And he coming out sometime next year.
Yeah.
I'll manage him. If you keep him on ice and he don't sign to nobody, I'll sign to my management company. We're going to take him to the top.
But he's already signed to a company.
To what you said, CME?
CME.
Oh, okay.
You know, so he can't go do nothing right now until
What's the term? Do you have a length of time on the terms?
5 years.
Oh, wow, they got him.
So it seemed at that point when Lupe was on Facts Over Feelings with Spider Loke that everything was good.
Well, Lupe, she's just doing what she got to do for her. She might have said 1 or 2 things about me. I ignore that type of stuff because I know her and I ain't had no problems with her. I don't really get into looking for someone to say something bad to me to go all bad on them. But I heard she said a few things about me, but I don't be tripping on her. I know she cool with C-Mac, and I'm really being cool with everyone who's with C-Mac. Now, when I say people in his ear, like I said, I just think that Lupe is playing her position. But Crip Mac has actually told me that China Mac don't want him doing business with me. You know, he's told me this multiple times recently. You know, I've brought business to the table. So I just stepped back. I said, all right, I'm gonna step back then, bro.
So now you're seeing how China Mac has been spending a lot of time with C Mac, and and it seems like they have a positive working relationship.
Yep.
And CME's watching this.
Yep.
And is C Mac aware of this agreement that Crip Mac has already previously signed? Because technically, anything, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but anything that C Mac does with China Mac, is a portion of that is owed to CME.
Absolutely.
And does China Mac know that?
I'm sure he does.
Okay.
But it's like this, you know, and I've talked to lawyers about it. When it comes down to it, the money's going to be already spent. But we could just do our part now and see what's going on. And like I say, I'm in support with them. You know, I'll file what they need me to file and do what I got to do. But it ain't really nothing personal. Like I talked to Adam, I actually instead of us paying the service fee to the city server, I said, give me $100. I'm about to see Adam tomorrow. I'll serve him. You know what I'm saying? So I served him the cease and desist letter when he didn't respond through email and regular party mail.
I saw that video, but I thought that was just a prank. I thought that was a joke.
No, I said, listen, I'm about to serve him while we're here. I need you to record it. I got it now. This man was on the phone. Now, I have the paperwork from out. You emails? You ever got my emails?
No.
I gotta give you this. Just read it. I just want to say I gave it to you. All that other shit is whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you my guy regardless, man. All that other shit. I'll see you in a minute.
I will never financially recover from this.
It was going to be on camera or off camera, no matter. I might as well get some views from it. You know, let people know it's serious.
So why was Adam served? Because he doesn't have any agreement with C-Mac. Oh, no, he does. He's on one of the shows now.
Yeah, they got a show.
Okay.
Everyone. China Mac got it too. They all get it. I just ain't seen him yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been trying to look for him. I ain't been tripping. You know what I'm saying? But they probably looking for him. They probably going to serve him his paperwork soon. I don't know. I know that I said I'll do the Adam because I was going on his show anyway.
But if Adam has C-Mac on a show, Adam is not violating anything. It's C-Mac is now supposed to forward some of the proceeds to his management team. So Adam is from what I understand, Adam would not be doing anything wrong, right?
He's doing wrong. Just like when I went to London and I got a contract with Don King. Don King sent the cease and desist letter to Matchroom Boxing while I was in London. Said Chris is under contract. He cannot do this fight without my permission. Same thing with Crip Mac. Okay. He's under exclusive contract with CME. He cannot do anything entertainment-wise with you on this show without my permission. That was the whole purpose of that.
Okay, so that's explicitly stated in the agreement that any deals that you do have to be signed off by CME?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well. So this is, what's the show that C-Mac has on No Jumper?
I forgot. I don't know. Like I say, it ain't even nothing personal because I really don't even know. I'm just serving the papers. You know, whatever they do in court, they do in court. I know Adam personally. I got his number. I text him. You know what I'm saying? We talk. You know, it ain't really got nothing to do with me. It's just like if there was a server and the server happened to be his neighbor or someone to a school, it ain't nothing personal with him. That's the business coming to CME. My name is not on CME, but it's just the nature of the business. So they're gonna deal with how I deal with it.
So how did you get linked up with CME? Because what you're saying is CME and Crip Mac had an agreement before you was even part of the picture. So how did you come in there?
I got a loan from him in 2021 when I had a big fight. I showed him the contract. I got $250,000 cash coming US. I need an advance of $100 and I'll give you back $120. And they gave me the money. And like I say, I'm doing my boxing thing. I don't even know what they got going on with Crip Mac. I don't even know Crip Mac at this time. I know of him, but I never met him. And when I found out it was that, I said, oh, yeah, I'll do it. That's perfect for me. That give me something to do. So, shit, that's how it happened. And listen, me and Crip Mac got a good relationship. You know, when he with me, you know, I got a legit firearm, you know, security, you know what I'm saying? I'm the driver. We do it all, you know what I'm saying? It's a good look, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. You know, and we, like I said, work out together. We do a whole bunch of shit. But like I said, he got so many people in his ear, they jealous of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? We do numbers, you know. numbers. You know, we together, so they don't like that. So they're like, man, we could do that, man. We had Crip Mac before him, man. Fuck 600, man. He taking over everything. It's a tiny low takeover. Nigga, we take over everything. That's what we gonna do.